In the cosmic darkness, there are worlds that whisper tales of life and worlds that scream warnings of death. Look to the sky, and you might see it a brilliant, serene point of light. We call it the morning star, the evening star. We named it Venus after the goddess of love and beauty. But beyond that veil of light lies a place our nightmares could barely conjure. This is not Earth's sister. This is Earth's twisted, tormented twin. A paradise lost, a hellscape found. How did a world so like our own become a monument to planetary destruction? It was born from the same stardust as Earth, nearly identical in size, in mass, in composition. For a time, it may have been our reflection. Scientists now believe that billions of years ago, Venus was a temperate world. Vast, shimmering oceans may have stretched across its surface. Gentle clouds would have drifted through a blue sky. It was a world of possibility, a second Genesis waiting to happen. Life, in its earliest, most fragile forms, might have stirred in those ancient waters. But something went catastrophically wrong. A tipping point was reached, and the planet began to suffocate in its own atmosphere. The oceans boiled away, and the sky turned to poison. The world that was once a twin to our own began its long, agonizing descent into madness. What does a planet feel as it dies? To set foot on Venus today would be to experience an instantaneous, violent end. The air itself is a crushing force, 90 times heavier than Earth's atmosphere. It would feel like being a kilometer beneath the ocean, your body imploding in a fraction of a second, but you would never feel the pressure. The heat would claim you first. The surface smolders at over 460 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. A dense toxic blanket of carbon dioxide traps the sun's energy, creating a runaway inferno from which there is no escape. Above, the sky is not blue, but a sickly, permanent shroud of yellow. The clouds are not made of water. They are thick, choking veils of sulfuric acid, raining down a corrosive poison that dissolves metal and stone. This isn't just a hostile environment. It's a world that actively, relentlessly seeks to annihilate everything that enters its domain. Why would a planet become so determined to destroy? This is the ultimate cautionary tale, a vision of a world consumed by its own sky. We call it the runaway greenhouse effect. On Earth, our atmosphere creates a delicate balance, trapping just enough heat to keep our world alive. On Venus, that balance shattered. Its atmosphere thickened, hoarding heat until the planet began to cook itself from the inside out. The process was slow at first, then terrifyingly fast. It is a stark, brutal lesson etched into the fabric of our solar system. Venus is a ghost of a possible future, a planetary autopsy laid bare for us to witness. It shows us how a living, breathing world can be strangled, how a paradise can curdle into a permanent, smoldering ruin. It reminds us that a planet's life is fragile, and its death can be slow and violent. Is Venus a premonition, a final warning sent across the void? Humanity has tried to pierce the veil. We have sent our robotic emissaries on one-way missions into this furnace. Most failed before they could even begin their work, silenced by the heat and pressure. The Soviet Venera program, in a feat of audacious engineering, managed to land several probes on the surface. They survived for mere minutes, but in that fleeting time, they sent back our only glimpses from the ground. The final transmissions were haunting. The sounds of a world under siege, of wind and thunder on a planet no human will ever walk. The images they captured are surreal, otherworldly. A scorched, fractured landscape bathed in an eerie orange glow. Rocks sharp and alien under a sky that feels like a solid ceiling. It is a photograph from another reality, a postcard from hell. What secrets did those probes fail to transmit in their final dying moments? Even from a distance, Venus refuses to be understood. It is a world of strange and unsettling phenomena. Colossal bolts of lightning, far more powerful than any on Earth, tear through its acidic clouds, but what generates them? Mysterious radio signals, nicknamed whistlers, have been detected. Their origin, a complete enigma. The chemistry of its atmosphere defies our models. Instruments have detected anomalies, gases that shouldn't be there, behaving in ways we cannot explain. And then there is the most tantalizing mystery of all, phosphine, a gas that, on Earth, is almost exclusively produced by living organisms. Its faint signature was detected high in the Venusian clouds, in a narrow, temperate layer where life might just be possible. The signal is debated, but the question it raises is profound. Is something hiding in those toxic clouds? Could life exist in such a place? Not on the blistering surface, but suspended high above it. In a sliver of the atmosphere, about 50 kilometers up, the temperature and pressure are surprisingly Earth-like. Could microbial life, extremophiles beyond our imagination, float in this airborne oasis, feeding on chemicals in the clouds? Could they be the source of the phosphine? A faint biosignature from an alien ecosystem? It's a breathtaking thought, that life could find a way, not on a planet's surface, but within its very sky. Venus guards its secrets with a fury unlike any other world. It invites our curiosity, then slams the door with crushing force. Does it hide nothing, or does it hide something it is not yet ready to reveal? Long before we knew of its true nature, humanity gazed upon Venus with awe. For ancient civilizations, it was the brightest jewel in the night sky, a symbol of beauty, love, and light. The Maya tracked its movements with incredible precision, building their calendars around its celestial dance. The Greeks and Romans saw it as a goddess. But this beacon of beauty was also a source of fear. As both the morning and evening star, it represented duality, the line between light and darkness, creation and destruction. They saw a god that was both beautiful and terrible. How fitting that the mythology we created so perfectly mirrors the planet's brutal reality. The beautiful light in our sky is a lie, masking a world of unimaginable terror. Which is the true Venus, the goddess of our myths, or the demon of our science? Ultimately, Venus is not just a subject of scientific curiosity, it is a cosmic mirror. It shows us the razor-thin edge on which our own world is balanced. Earth is a delicate, intricate system, a rare sanctuary in a hostile universe. Venus is what happens when that system fails. It stands as a silent, burning testament to the fact that a planet is not guaranteed to be a home forever. It teaches us that survival is not a given. It is a constant, fragile struggle. Every time we look at that brilliant star in our twilight sky, we should feel a sense of profound humility and a deep, chilling unease. We are looking at a version of ourselves, a path not taken, or a path that still lies ahead. So the morning star hangs in our sky, a beautiful, silent tomb. It burns with the fury of a lost paradise, its secrets locked beneath a poisoned sky. It asks us a final, haunting question, one that echoes in the vast, empty space between worlds. We see its fire, we know its history, but do we truly understand its warning? As we look out into the cosmos for signs of life, perhaps we should look closer to home, at the planet that died, and ask ourselves, are we listening?